It's the Mr. Grean interview. PALMCAST Live. What's the deal? Let's see how we do this. What's the deal?
Hey, what's up, my G? How you been?
I'm good, man. How about you?
Oh, blessed, bro. I appreciate the opportunity. Like I said, definitely. Shouts out on the lookout.
Oh,
Follow
yeah,
Palm.
for sure. You know, I got to show love to those who show love to me. So,
Hey, appreciate that.
all that type shit. But yeah, man.
You can hear me fine, right?
Oh, yeah,
Okay, bro, perfect. Cause
crystal clear.
sometimes when I be doing these, my where I stay at, the signal sometimes cut out, but I
Yeah,
think we're good. So we good.
I feel you. Sometimes it be trap Wi-Fi, but
Right, that too. Yeah.
all gravy. Hey, man. So check it out, bro. So you're from St. Louis?
Oh yeah, I like I'm like on the outskirts, like in the burbs and shit, like in the woods, definitely on the county line. But I say St. Louis and High Ridge definitely shouts out. But St. Louis because it's like the Bun B. Like I always call myself like the Bun B of St. Louis because Bun B and Pimp were never really from Houston, but people associate them with Houston, but really for Port Arthur. Same like with me, like I'm from out here, but I get love and I've always got love from the city first. You know what I mean? I say this, because I'm from the county. First time I hung out in the city, I got beat up for the color of my shirt than the color of my skin. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Fuck, it's life, trials and tribulations, but hey, we pushing.
Yeah, yeah, it's got to be tough. Yeah, but you fly into St. Louis. It's St. Louis
Right.
radio you tune into.
Yeah, my first little group, three of the members, there was only four, and three of them were all from the city. I was the only really one from the county, but I mean, that really ain't nothing either. I always get love. As long as you be humble, be real. You always get love everywhere you go. It don't matter. I'm a very nurture the nature person. Like you can be in a fucked up environment, but if you have a good nurturing system, you can do anything. That's what I feel like. Because I'm adopted myself. I'm from Iquitos, Peru. And then
Really?
yeah, and my folks got me when I was straight a baby, and I was like unnourished, I like one of them Ethiopian bellies, and I caught cancer when I was 16, and they said if obviously if I still would have been down there, I definitely would have no funds, possibly not even a doctor that could do that operation. You know what I'm saying? And then 21, it relapsed in my lymph nodes, but I've been clean since 2017. So, bless the Lord, RIP anybody that's ever died from cancer. If you find cancer, you got this, stay positive,
Yeah,
And that's the thing too, like with the music too, my one brother's like, man, you need to put that in music. And I haven't yet, but I'm definitely going to do that for somebody because somebody was like, I got a big scar and somebody's like, why don't you tell people, you that? Because I always joke about it. Like my big brother, he's always like, when we at bars, he's telling girls like, oh yeah, he got bit by a shark. Or one of them be flexing like, yeah, I saved him back in the day. We were in a scuffle with some dudes, but I started saving a little homie, this capping, big capping, for the bitches. When I'm like, get the fuck out of here. And then they be like, well, no, really, what happened? And I'll be like, I beat cancer, but I don't like saying that because I ain't no hero on that. Just like being a dad, don't give me no parade. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel you. I feel you off top.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, at what point did you like fall in love with hip hop, and who were some early artists you were bumping?
For real, I said this on my first interview with Replicon Radio. I'm a '90s baby. I'm 300, but I'm a '90s baby. But Ninja Turtles, the first soundtrack to the Ninja Turtles movie, they had I forget the dude, the name. It was like it was two songs that were like specifically like hip hop related. One was like the Turtle Power song, and the other one was like this little kid. And I seen a interview with DJ Paul from 3-6 talk about the same dude. Like, I heard this little kid rap, and I was like, oh shit, I can rap. Like when I was a little kid, I'm singing the Ninja Turtle version. But as I heard it when I got older, it was totally different. He's totally talking about blowing trees, doing drugs. So they totally cleaned it up for like the kids movie, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was like my first exposure. And I actually come from a musical family. Like the family that adopted me. My grandpa was in an old polka band, like back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, World War II times, you know what I'm saying? When people used to dance in the auditoriums. But so I've always had like a musical background. Like my mom, she's one person that always showed me. She was like never one of them people that'd be like, oh, we only listen to like country. No, like she listened to everything and everything. Like if she liked it, fuck, we liked it. My old man, he was a real big Pink Floyd, The Mountains, so old school rock.
Okay.
So, and you could tell that in like in some of my old music and in my new
Yeah,
shit too.
yeah.
Like
Because you got
I try
that melodic thing going.
yeah. Like I heard Tech Nine say he's the Jim Morrison of rap, especially of this shit. So like then call me the Roger Waters of the wicked shit. That's what I'm saying. People be like, right, you know what I'm saying? Like, because like people like the Doors or Pink Floyd, and I'm down with Pink Floyd before the Doors,
Yeah. So speaking of the wicked shit, I was wondering what point did you like become a juggalo?
Okay, so this is the crazy part. Back when, as you can see, the Amazing Juggle Brothers,
Mm-hmm.
back there, when that dropped, I was exposed, but I really wasn't down. So I was at my grandma's house in the city, and I was flipping through the channels. And this is probably the time when they were playing the Shockumentary, like the MTV version on, MTV, because Island Record, Def Jam Records bought like a time slot. And they could do whatever they want, and they pushed the clowns, and even like in the MTV thing, they were like, "This is not our choosing. This is a company that choose to do with their time that they want in a charity event." Nothing to blame on MTV's part. More or less. Well, I never seen that, but in that like window they were playing, they're also playing old school ICP commercials, and the one was like Jay and Shags, and like, we got two things to say. Any juggalos watching, we appreciate y'all. Number two, we hate, everybody else, they hate us, and, but we love you. And like blood comes out. It's like a classic ICP commercial. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like me and my grandma in the living room. She was like, oh, those clowns are scary. Just being like an old grandma, I was like, yeah, but it never really clicked. But I seen them. That was the first time I seen them. And I heard songs like back in the day, like, my boy's brother had Riddle Box, and they would always play like Chicken Hunt. Like he would sing Chicken Hunt on the bus. Yeah. And so, like I always heard it, but I never knew what they looked like. But then I seen them, and then I really didn't pay no mind to it. Well, that summer we had like a family trip with like these other family that's like basically like my cousins. Well, they brought one of their cousins, and she was like a little older than us, but she was like a little gothier too, but super dope chick. Well, she had the Amazing Juggle Brothers, and this is like right when PlayStation 2 dropped, and I got it. Yeah. So I had it. The little kid had the PlayStation 2, so all the big kids like, oh yeah, you can come hang out with us, little man. So we're all hooking up the PlayStation and whatnot. She pops the CD, and then like the first intro, it's like, it starts and it's like, hey man, I'm looking for something for the old man's birthday. What's up with this candle? And it was like that classic, like, it drew me in. Like, it was like, I don't know, like, it was like the man seeing the sun for the first time. You know what I mean? And like, with the whole Juggalo thing at first, about them not caring what you are, what color your skin, the family aspect of that. Like I said, I'm adopted, and I really got drawn into that, especially at the time frame. Like, the grandma that I was, staying with in the city, she died around that. And like, there was that void of like lonely, you know what I'm saying? Like when you're a little kid, like, damn, I lost my number one. And then like, magically, like, the clowns, I found the Juggalos in the family, and that kind of filled that void, that camaraderie, you know what I mean? But yeah, I was like still young, like, like I said, I'm a 90s baby. So I was like only really like 10, 11 when that was coming down. And, old school Juggalos, they always gave you shit like, oh man, you just now, even now today, motherfuckers be, oh, you just now getting down, we been down type shit. But that ain't no real motherfucking Juggalo give a fuck about that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I've been down since like 99, 2000, more or less,
For the 99 and the 2000.
Yeah,
Sheesh.
yeah, for
Yeah,
right,
I
right, right
remember it
on
was
that Cash
in,
Money shit.
I think it was in ninth grade for me. This must have been '07, '08. And somehow
And that's
we,
probably when they had the resurgence because they like had a little break, you know, like and they started popping again like in 2009 is when they started doing the second deck to the Joker's cards, and that's when they had like a what do they call it, like you know, another spark, you know, for the fans and shit,
yeah,
drawing
because
people
somehow
in.
like, was it Beef 4 that came out or one of the Beef DVDs? We found that on YouTube.
Yeah,
Me and yeah, some people I
yeah,
went to high school
it was
with.
on Beef. It was on Beef 2. I want to say it
Yeah,
was on Beef
yeah,
2 too,
Beef 2
and
maybe.
it was a special edition because it
Yeah,
shows Violent J with like at the Psychopathic
yeah.
studio. That's
And these
like right
kids
when
at
they
high
signed
school were
ABK.
like, oh yeah, Insane Clown Posse. They had beef with
Yeah,
Eminem. I'm like,
yeah,
how can you
yeah, yeah,
beef with
bro,
Eminem?
for
And then
real, bro.
like
And
they
like
were like laughing at it like it was a joke. And then I watched it. I'm like, yo,
this
ICP's kind of
motherfucker,
fire.
right, right, and
Yeah,
that's what's
it got
funny
me
too,
through
because that's
shit too. And then from there it was just like on Psychopathic, discover Twisted,
right,
discover
right,
Esham,
right. And Esham, right?
domino
Like I
effect.
said, right? Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, my number one influence is Esham, and besides Koopsta from 3-6, like those
Okay.
you know, and Busy Bone. Shouts out Busy Bone, throw
Oh
that
shit.
bottle. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
man. Hey,
And
what'd
that's
you
what's
think of the
fun,
verses the other night?
bro. Okay, so like, I can't front. Like, my boy, Beneath the Dirt, he does his own stream. He put up the little like tally marks, and it does show Bone actually won. But like some of them songs, I even heard like Paul say like they all had 4 or 5 more songs to play. They just cut it
Yeah.
short. So I don't know, but like some of the songs, I was like, I don't know, like for one, like how'd that beat that? And why'd you play that? Like I understand why he played Juicy played Dark Horse,
Hmm.
but I could give 2 fucks less if I listen to Dark Horse. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't know, you know, but I liked it for all like for the culture, for a child that okay, so like you know, being in the Juggalo scene, you know, that's what you grew up on, like ICP, 3-6 Mafia, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Tech Nine, you know, so like I had conversations since a child with people like, man, who do you think? Because like, you know, they had a beef back in the day. You know,
Yeah.
if you really like, you know, new Bone and 3-6, like there's the 3-6 has a CD called "Live by Your Rep." It's an EP, and it's directly says like "Live by Your Rep." Bone
Bone did.
this, yeah, yeah, yeah. And like, you know, that's one of Coop's hardest songs on that too. You know, "Be a Witness." You know,
Okay. For sure. I gotta check that one out for
yeah,
sure.
bro, definitely for sure. And it's
Oh yeah.
like you see like on the cover, it's really one of the known pictures of 3-6 that she always comes up. It's like Boo has the mask on, Country Black has a Jason mask, and then like Coop has the skeleton bongs that you used to see like back in the old school movies, like you used to see at the head shops. You know, like everybody had that bong. You know what I'm saying? You know, back in the day, but yeah, dude, like
Yeah.
I loved it. You know, like, and that was cool to me too. They had all 5, like, cause I've been to gatherings and ICP shows when Bone Thugs was there, but you only get like usually like 3 of the 5, or maybe you might get 4, but you won't get all 5. Like they have played the Gathering all 5 deep, but Super Gathering when I went, they did. He wasn't. It was only 3 of them. You know, even I don't even think Crazy was there. I think it was actually like Flesh, Wish, and Lazy, and that was like, whoa, dude, Flesh. You know what I mean? So that was cool. But like, you know, anytime seeing Bones Raw, you know, they played all the classics. And then I've seen 3-6. Like I did a meet and greet, and I met Coop. And listen, the only person that's ever starstruck me, like I've been right here by Insane Clown Posse, and then just freaked the fuck out. And I'm just chilling with Crunchy Black smoking, you know. But I did the meet and greet when they did the Mafia 6 first tape, you know, and they were on tour doing their tour. And Coop walked in. He's like, "What up, y'all?" And I'm like, "What up, Coop?" And he's like, "What up?" And I was like, "What up, Coop?" And he's like, "All right, I'll holler at you," because he knew, you know, that's the only person. Like I met a lot of people's favorite rappers and shit, you know. But you know, R.I.P. Coop, you know,
Yeah. R.I.P. Coop. Yeah.
for
It's
real.
crazy though, man. You remember on that song? I'm trying to "Where It's Going Down" by Twiztid with
Yeah,
Blake
yeah,
and Three
yeah,
Six. That shit is hard, man. And like that
bro.
was
Freak show days, yeah.
like, you know, the hypnotized minds and psychopathic fuck with each other.
Right, like if you look at the Sipping on Scissor video, you see Juicy J with a beanie with him on it. You know, like how Fritz the Rats out there. You know, like you just like it's a beanie, but you see J and he's with the baby the cereal bars and shit. You know, it's like a little cut, but if you look, you see it. You know that, and that was the shit back in the day when it's like, oh shit, 3-6 is showing love to Juggalos. You know, back in the early day, because everybody always used to hate Juggalos and shit. Like I remember, like you said with the NMM beef, that's how I really started rapping. Like you know, like back in the day, like you know, when you ride with your older boys, because I was hung out with the older cats, you know, especially
Yeah.
like with this wicked shit. And one of my older cats was fucking with this bitch, and one of my people that I really was never had a problem with, his older cat was fucking with the same bitch. So, you know, like their little group against our little group. But instead of like fight, I mean, we would fight too, but instead of like that, like, you know, I wrote like a little rap, you know, but like I couldn't use my real name. So that's when, you know, Mr. Grean was born, you know, around them times. So it was awful. And that's like when 8 Mile dropped too. So everybody was trying to freestyle battle it out, you know, instead of putting up the dukes, I guess, you know.
No doubt, man. So what you working on right now, man? I know you dropped some tapes around Halloween and
Yeah,
things.
bro. We just dropped Halloween Volume 4, and that was the last rendition of that. So next year's, you know, we always do something around the Halloween era, you know, Juggalo's wicked shit, but it'll be something different. So like the volume Halloween season is ended, but we had Scum from LSP General, and then we had that boy Damian Quinn from Dark Half, R.I.P. Gino, on the song Rocket Part 2. Check it out. The first Rocket had emcee Mac and Scan Man, and that was a dream come true too. You know what I'm saying? Like, he, you know, both of them, shout out Coop and, you know, Lord and shit. But we just dropped 2. Thanks for giving Part 3, and that will be the end of that. But there's definitely like a little snippet. I'm running a contest actually because I got a show with Twiztid, and if you right now go to my IG and go look up the rules, I said December 5th or December 15th in the video, but then I was like, we're gonna call the winner December 5th, but ain't nobody put a comment, so you still have time. December 15th, I am going to pick a winner. Go to my IG for free Twiztid tickets contest. Look it up. Definitely.
There we
But
go.
and then right now we got a single coming out December 25th or the last Friday of the month, maybe the 31st, but it's called The Ghost, and you know, it's going to be a little kickoff to the new year, and then around in January we're going to drop another single, you know, for the party mode, but next real album or mixtape, more or less, will probably be the 420 tape, Another Smoke Break, you know, and then, you know, working through that and trying to get these shows. Like, I got a show this weekend in Peoria, Illinois. Shouts out to everybody in Peoria. And then the following week is the Twiztid show, you know, and they're only doing a 3-day show. So I'm very honored to be on that bill, you know, with everybody on it.
You putting in work. I see you.
And that's the thing too. Like I said, like I've been down since '99, you know, 2010, and I remember telling people, you know, like, man, I'm a rap with Twiztid. I'm a do shit with ICP, you know, this, and people fucking clown me all day, and it's like, but look at me, I told you, and you know, like how they say, like sometimes you have to speak in emotion, but you got to do it, and fuck, I'm doing it, and it's happening. You know what I mean? Shouts out to everybody that believed in me. Shouts out to everybody who didn't believe in me for sure. You know?
Hell yeah. Now, I saw that when you opened for Twiztid and Ouija Mac, you won a scavenger hunt. What was that about?
Yeah. Okay. So Whitney Payne, shout out Whitney Payne, love the girl. She always holds it down for the underground for sure. But she had a little contest when she came to St. Louis, and she hit a CD somewhere, and she was like, "If you find the CD, I'll buy you a drink." Well, I found the CD, but I didn't want no drink. I was like, "Just shout me out doing the Twiztid show, you know, promo and whatnot, you know, because that's what it is, like promote, you know."
Yeah.
If I haven't learned anything from all this shit, promote yourself. You know, if you're a brand, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many people I've seen with so much talent in this thing we call rap and music, but they think they're just gonna get it handed to them. And I mean, some people do, but not everybody. And those are the people that get handed or get a shit deal at the end. So, you know, fuck getting handed. I'm grinding. You know what I mean? Like Juicy and Paul. You know, like the clowns, like Esham. You know, I'm grinding for sure. 3-6. You know.
For sure. Now, what are 3 songs by you that people must hear?
Okay, so to me, my top songs I love to perform is called Tax Season. It's like the high. It's the one actually
the one I
yeah,
reacted to.
yeah. And that one's like it was like my last song for the EP with my first tape I did with my producer Sir Daryl, and it was like everything I had in that song I put into it. And like that's when I got a lot of praise from my OG. Like he was like, "Damn, bro, you went off this. Keep on doing this. Like as long as you know what I mean." He was like, "Never be scared to rap about a bitch either, because half these dudes fucking talk about choppers and shit, but they want to do shit from shit, you know." And who's buying music? Girls, you know. So you gotta always make something for the ladies. But he's like, "But this shit right here, this is real. This is you. This is unique. You know, this is organic. You ain't trying to be nobody. You could tell. You know." So that was cool. So definitely check out Tax Season, and then the new single we're about to drop, Ghost. You know what I mean? Like you can tell if you listen to Tax Season to this song, you can tell in the progression of like me, because you know we dropped Tax Season in 2018, 2019. So, you know, you like I said, like a 3-year difference, you know, you could definitely tell, especially like me performing while like people see me my first show to now, and they're like, "Damn, bro, you keep on growing." So check out Tax Season and the song that's going to drop on the 26th this month called The Ghost. And then the last song I want to mention is what I did with my OG Fiend, No Limit Soldier, you know what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying?
How did that
Yeah,
come
bro.
about? I was like,
Bro,
oh shit, I see you got a song with
dog.
Fiend.
And he got me the Project Pass song. But check out the Fiend song before you check out the Project Pass song. Because OG Fiend is the motherfucking truth. International Jones, shout out. But
Jones.
for real, bro, you know, okay, so like when him and 36 did the Headbusters tape, I remember buying that and I was like, this dude's so fucking raw. Who the fuck is he? And then what was funny, I had the old school Rough Riders Volume 3, and that's when he was signed to Rough Riders. Because Fiend was signed to DMA, you know, Rough Riders back in the
Yeah.
day. I just never knew, you know, like when you're a kid, you really don't know shit from shit. But then like when you get over, like, holy shit, dude, I remember bumping this, you know, because Fiend has a song with Dragon, and it's like, we don't give a fuck what, and it's hard as fuck. And like I was like, man, this dude's dope. And then I heard the Headbusters, like, man, this is the same dude. This shit's raw, you know. So you know, he's always been one of my favorites from down south, you know. And then I seen him on Dirty Glove or Off the Porch, and he's like, and he in his interview, Fiend was like, any artist really about their paper, really about making a hit, really about making this music that's legit, hit me up. And I was like, fuck, kind of the same thing I did with really anybody, but like, you know, I was like, fuck it, dude, the worst, you know, it could be a bot or you could tell me fuck off, you know. So I was like, hey bro, you know, I'm PayPal ready, what's up, I'm honored, you know, da 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 da. And then we did it, and it was, I got to talk to him, and like at that point in my life too, that's kind of like when I was like, man, is this music shit really working? But then like he gave me words of encouragement. I was like, man, I know I'm on the right path. This like Scum did too. But yeah, definitely check out Fiend and me. We got a song called Last Quarter. You can find it on Volume 7, or you can find it on a Smoke Break tape. And that's all like on everything. Like all my shit's free for real. Like I always ask people to share it. If you like it, share it. You know, I get paid off for streams. You know, I press up shit too, but I usually hand that out because I remember back in the day being a collector, buying that CD and checking out the booklet and shit. So I always do it for free promo. But all my shit's free on like Spotify, Tidal, you know, all the shit. You know what I mean?
There you
But
go. Cool. Yeah.
but yeah, bro. Like so, when I wrote him, you know, he was like, "Yeah, bro, let's do it." And then he's like, "Who else would you really want to work in the game?" And my brother, who's backs me, you know, on the financial, he was like, "Man, let's try to get Pat." And I was like, "All right, fuck it." I'm like, "I want Project Pat." He's like, "Bro, I got you." So that's how I got the Project Pass on. So shouts out OG Fiend. You know what I mean? He knows a real motherfucker's hustling and really working. He'll fuck with you for sure. You know.
There you go. Yeah, I remember first hearing Fiend on that with Currency, that Jet Life Recordings Volume 2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shouts out Currency too, because
California Mornings.
he's a fucking motherfucker that's underrated. Currency for sure. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Shouts out
Smith.
Currency.
Yeah, legend for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah. I Mr. Green, I always like lag on this question and wait till like the end of the interview to ask
Oh
this.
no, you
Come
good. You
up with the
good.
name Mr. Green.
Okay, so like I said, like I'm a '90s baby, you know. So Ninja Turtles was my shit. Evil Green Power Ranger was my shit. Green's always been my favorite color. And then
Yes.
like I said, like I'm adopted. So a lot of my homeboys had like 7 siblings,
Yeah.
5
So,
siblings. You
hey,
know what I'm
Mr.
saying?
Green, so your family's not Peruvian?
No, I'm straight adopted. Like I got adopted right when I was like not even they had to come down to Peru to come get me when I was 1, and like and that was cool with them, so they got to see it. And like, you know, my dad always told me, like, you know, it's a third world country. Like he told me at the American Embassy it was wild because, you know, you would see all these poor kids at the fence, you know, basically like, you know, helping, you know, what it's this fucking third world, you know, plain simple, you know, like I said, like I was well undernourished, you know, I looked like an Ethiopian baby, like I probably would have
Yeah.
died from cancer, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Papa and Mom for coming to get me, fucking, you know, pay me this dynasty that I'm trying to lead, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Wait, so you're adopted by a white family?
Yep,
Okay.
yeah,
So like
yeah.
I'm just wondering like what kind of kids did you grow up around, or like
Oh
what's
yeah,
the
yeah.
like
Like I said, like that's what I mean.
what's
Like
the mix like in the St.
where
Louis
I'm out
area?
here. Yeah, you're right. Like where I'm out here, where I'm at is, you know, definitely in the woods. That's why I got a song in the woods and shit. But definitely like that old school. Like when they see something different, you know, like we had skater kids, you know, preppy kids, you know, and all that, you know. But I was, you know, Juggalo thick and thin, because really like probably till I got down is when I started, like, I guess, trying to dress fashionable when I got down with ICP. You know what I mean? Like wearing Jinkos and fucking, you know, twisted shirts and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel
But
you.
but yeah, you know, and like that's the thing too. Like with the first song me and my producer did, Sir Darryl, it's called Darkest White Boy, and that was the thing. Like, you know, ever since I've been out here, they've been like, "Oh, you white," you know, like, "Oh, you know," so I, you know, like right, but you know what I'm saying, like kind of like how Tyrion said, like you know, about Game of Thrones, like, you know, when people try to make fun of you, use that against them. So it's like, yeah, if I'm white, I'm the darkest white boy doing this wicked shit where I'm from. Like, motherfuckers can't say I'm not rapping. And then I like look now, like, you know what I mean? Like I'm fucking doing shit with Twiztid. So hey, I appreciate, you know, like I said, they say the hate's most free promotion you can get, you know, and then whatnot. So fuck
There
it,
you
you
go.
know.
All right. Anything else you want to add? What else? I know you fuck with Dragon Ball Z. What
Yeah,
else,
yeah.
like outside of music, are you on?
For real, like, and that's
Or
how I
movies
got my buzz too. In the shouts out all the nerds in the Yu-Gi-Oh community, the Pokemon community, the
the
Magic
anime
community.
community?
Yeah, anime. That when I was doing tournament shit before all this COVID shit, that's how I for real got my buzz because I would show people my shit because we'd go to outside the state tournaments and events, and, you know, like nationals and you know, because Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh and Magic, you know, like people don't realize some people try to really live off that. I mean, it's hard. You know, I wouldn't do it. You know, that's kind of harder than fluent packs, but you know, some people do it. You know, and like that's what I mean. Like when I was first dropping the Saying Pride was my first tape, and I would hand that to people, and people were, you know, fucking the nerds, you know, like, oh fuck, I fuck with this, bro. And then, you know, it's my music's for the underdog, so motherfuckers love that shit, you know,
Absolutely.
especially the nerds, you know what I'm saying? They're like, oh shit, do it for us, bro. You rapping, fucking being with bad model bitches, hell yeah, dog. You know what I'm saying? You know, so shout out to all my nerds that all fuck with me from Yu-Gi-Oh and shit. And that's for real too. Like I said it in a song. I sold my Yu-Gi-Oh cards to buy my first pack. You know, like, you know, I remember I said that to somebody in my KC boy that raps, and he's like, bro, I'm gonna use that too. And he said it too, but he said it like, I stole my little brother's cards and I'm gonna rap. You know, it was just funny, you know. So shouts out all the nerds, you know. That's why, like, you can tell my music, like I use some anime references, I use some cuts, you know, old school wrestling. Like we got a Sailor Moon kind of beat we're about to drop for the ladies, so definitely
Love
people
it.
love that. Yeah. And like I said, like you know, I'm definitely, you know, into horror music. Like when I was a kid, I remember Candyman was my favorite shit. You know, Puppet Master Chucky and all shit. You know, Jason, Michael. You know, I fucking love Halloween. You know, and then video games. I mean, I remember playing them, but like for real, like I never beat no game but Pokemon and Unimusha on PlayStation 2. You know, other than that,
Really?
like I played shit. Yeah, like I played COD, I played shit, but I've never really been there. Like a lot of my homeboys were. Like I remember sitting in the room, you know, sparking blunts in the chill room and shit while they're playing Final Fantasy or playing the latest game, you know, Resident Evil or whatever. But I for real, I play it. You know, like I said, like I got a Switch, I got a P3, but I mean, I'm not one of them kids that are gonna throw a set on and be stuck for 4 hours on it. You know, I might give it a half hour and get killed a couple times, get noobed, and then be like, all right, fuck it. You know, I'm gonna go rap. You know,
Yeah,
like
that was me. That was me as a kid for sure. I was
yeah,
like
yeah.
always
And
on
like that's the thing
PS2,
too.
Dreamcast, GameCube.
Right, like I'm a '90s baby, so
Yeah.
my first system was a Super Nintendo, and I remember we had a bad storm in St. Louis, and it was like it got electrocuted, like because it was plugged in the wall, and it got like fried. And I remember I didn't have a system till like from whenever, I guess like 93 is when I got probably that. So I didn't have nothing until 64 Christmas because I got an old school picture my mom got of me like holding it up like the fucking big ass box of Super, you know, 64. Like, yeah, motherfucker, I got a system now, you know.
Yeah.
You know, so I've always like loved games, you know, like I try to beat shit, you know, like I love Final Fantasy, like that's why I like the Harmony Castlevania, you know, that's why I got the idea for the vampire song. And you know, like anime, like Berserk was a real big anime in my life for personal shit, and like you can hear that in my raps when I'm like talking about for the underdogs, and like Goku always been, you know, Goku's the underdog, you know, and all that shit. Naruto, you know, all the, you know, and basically any anime character I've ever seen without you can hear my rap, so for sure. Like, you know, I got the boy Gara up there. You definitely hear some shit from him, you know, me repping him and shit. You know.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Green, thank you so much for stopping
Hey,
by the
appreciate it,
PALMCAST
bro.
Live, bro.
Nah, appreciate it,
Hey,
dog.
we tapped in. Hey, man, let me know next time you in LA. Let's link up.
Can I get my shout out real quick?
Oh yeah,
Shout out to,
yeah.
yeah, I bet
Plug that.
appreciate it. Shout out my producer, my brother from another mother, Sir motherfucking Daryl. You're gonna know about him, especially my other brother, Big Walk. He's from the one that did Rules of Two with me, just like that Metro Boot from 21 Savage shit. Check it out. And then my other brother, you know, my OG Taz. You know, we about to come something from the city. Definitely St. Louis legend. Look up Taz. And then shouts out Pimp Imperial, OG Willie. Shouts out everybody, More Mile, For the Ghost, man. Scum, Damian Quinn, every motherfucker that I fuck with, Cody Manson, man, for real. Anybody that fucks with me, minus love. Anybody that fucks with Mr. Green, from the bottom of my heart, I ride with you. When you listen to my shit and you going through a problem, I want you to know I'm right there with you. I made it and you can make it too. So let's make it. Show these fucking haters. For real.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother. And I appreciate it, Palm Tree, for real. Shouts out you, man, for really, you know, fucking with me, for sure. You
Hey,
definitely one
man,
of
I
the
got you.
motherfuckers looking for the underdog. And I'm jelly as fuck with you. You got to see Jay Green. I've been following him since MySpace days. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, I've known him for
Cody
years, bro.
Dream. Cody
Jay
and
Green,
Drinks.
good peoples.
And that was the thing too. I wanted to say to you, like you said, like in the Bone and 360, and like there would be no Team Sesh, there would be no fucking Gray 9-5 or none of that shit without them boys. For real, it
No,
wouldn't
no.
be me. It's going to be me, just like how clowns say there's without Esham, there wouldn't be none of them. That's how I feel. Like without Esham, without Koopsta, man, I wouldn't even be doing this stuff. Because there's a time in my life when I didn't think I needed to be here. I didn't think I was supposed to be here. And that man right there, them men right there was like, none of us supposed to be here, but we here, so let's fucking do it.
Yep.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
without
saying?
Mascarilla, there would be no Palm. Without Two Dope
Right,
Boys, there would be no
right,
Palm.
right. And
Without
that's
Urban Buzz,
I
there would be
heard
no
Nelly
Palm.
say it. Right, I heard Nelly say it one time in the Beef DVD about Cheney. Like every motherfucker helps the next motherfucker, and that's what I believe in. So if I can help somebody, just like somebody can really help me, to not to even my benefit, just you know what I mean. Like I've always been that person. Like if you get bigger than me, fuck it, dude. Get bigger than me. Do it with grace. You know, I'm gonna try to be up there with you. You know, so shout out to anybody trying to really do it. You know, fuck all the bullshit.
There we go.
And shout out Palm. Appreciate it, bro. Hey,
Shout out
let
Mr.
me know.
Green.
Let me know when it's on the YouTube. I'm gonna share the fuck out of it. And shout out to anybody in the live still. Peace.
All right. Much love, Palm Tree. Later.
L's. Whoop whoop.